I mean, to be fair, all things considered, this matchup is actually quite difficult, in my opinion. Aurelia of infinite sustain off D-shield. Just gonna pressure off level 1. But the thing is, if she Qs into us, she technically wins just because she out-sustains our damage. So the only thing we want to do is we want to throw E on the minion wave, and when she jumps, you just throw it and you detonate. Now, if the minion AI was a little bit better, we would get all 3 minions as well, so it's kind of an unlucky scenario. But keep in mind you can track her passive stacks below the bar, so you never want to fight her when she's at 3 or 4, because you automatically will lose to her passive damage. And of course, when her Q's on cooldown, that is a moment where you can actually play aggressively since she no longer has hops available. But a lot of this matchup, and a lot of Aurelia matchups in general, is just about predicting where she's going to jump to, and then throwing your skills there, so... She jumps into me here, she just dies, so... This is actually a really, really good position. I don't plan on playing for priority just because we have an Ivern. Ivern just full clears. Man puts his camps down, and then he's just like, I'm gonna walk around. But by keeping the minion wave here, even if she wants to Q into me, it's pretty much impossible because I'm too close to tower. And then again, we just put her E on top. And there's nothing she can really do about it. If she Qs to this, we just Q, so... That's a really bad E. That's my bad. But we've blown her potion. She has D-shield, so she'll continue to lifesteal in definite amounts, but... As long as the wave is here, she's technically gankable. My support can gank, my jungle can gank, and she's forced to take bad trades if she wants to get farm. And that is an ideal scene for us. And as long as we're standing on top of these minions, there's not much space to work with, because I'll instantly cast. If I'm trying to Q or E from all the way back here, it'll take too long for the projectile to travel, and she'll be able to Q or walk away from the spell. So, if you're wondering why I'm playing so close to minion wave, it's because I have the protection of tower, but it's also because of aggressive posturing. And we could technically do a cheater recall here if we want to. If Ivern backs me up, I think we just auto-win this, but I don't know if Ivern will be trusted enough to do it. Because she technically kills me here, she has Ignite, but she doesn't. That was a really bad E, we should have just held it on there. That's okay, we'll just walk away for now. The ideal when you stack up a wave like this is either you're able to trade aggressively. She's got 106 mana, so she's enough for like 2 Qs and an E. We win this, so it's fine. Oh, we would have actually got that. That's sad. Alright, so we gotta respect it. We'll just come back with TP. We'll have item advantage. If she doesn't recall, she just insta loses, or she's forced to match TP, so it's all good. And I think I might even go crown this game just because they have a Diana, Singed, Kalista, Nautilus. Their team comp is actually, like, terrifying, if you look at it. Their team comp is terrifying. And then we're going to do some wacky hijinks here. We're going to pull the wave upwards. We're going to cancel her recall. And as a result of this, this is going to go ahead and continue to push towards my tower, but she's also going to lose minions. So she's going to instantly TP back. Otherwise she gets frozen out here. My goal is just to make her lose more CS to delay her power spike. Because again, the whole point of Aurelia is that you want to hit Blade the Rune King. You hit Blade the Rune King, you just auto-win. If she comes back with Merc Treads, she also just auto-wins. We need to start culling a little bit more minions just because there's too many. I can't control the rate at which it crashes into my tower. You get some free first strike money, and just keep in mind that we're playing for scaling. I don't actually plan on winning this lane. I can do so if I had a better jungle matchup, but for now, just playing to continuously scale is fine. Because we do have an Ezreal, Ivern, and we have a Lux, so... As long as I'm not dying, I'm fulfilling my win con for this lane. Wow, that's crazy, actually. What the fuck? Dude, I just got obliterated. It's okay, we'll just come back. I'm gonna lose out on a lot of CS here, though, just because the wave is slow pushing. Hopefully we win top side, because that is pretty much strong side. That's all we can really play through. And she's got Vamp Scepter. She's got infinite sustain, man. If you stand behind me, we can bait this 100%. She will Q to the minion. Alright, nice. Very well played. See, that's kind of the thing as well with Aurelias. You pretty much know that they will always all-in you because they have one-dimensional playstyles. So if you have a teammate who is competent and understands that Aurelia will always engage on you if you're out of position, you can pretty much just farm them for kills. But oftentimes, your jungler will be like, I don't want to gank mid lane because Aurelia won't go in, and then every time that your jungle paths away from you, the Aurelia just jumps in on you 6 billion times, and you're wondering, why the fuck are we not getting a gank here? But we see Nautilus bottom right now, we saw Diana last seen mid. We'll go ahead and get some first strike gold here, hopefully. But I think I might even go back for a reset and buy a... Actually, I can rotate up here. This is kind of dangerous, but if I find ult on Singed, it's actually just huge. Alright, that's massive. If there's one thing I'm really good at with Lux, it's basically just calculating movement. I can keep track of how fast people are walking. And hopefully we get enough time to reset here, because I do have enough money for quite a bit of items. I could stay one more wave with Futures Market, technically. It is canon next wave? I don't remember. We'll find out. We're just going to sit on the E here, and then that way the cooldown will continue to charge up instead of just casting it right now. We're 33 gold off, we'll be fine. If she wants to freeze wave, I don't really care. Right, we're approaching critical mass here. And then I think I might even go Magize this game if I'm insane enough. I think my least favorite thing about playing Lux is that I always go Magical Footwear and I feel like I'm slow as fuck the entire game. And this is because I am incredibly slow. Yeah, she actually messed up her own freeze. That's so funny. She pretty much broke her own freeze because she has too many minions, so I should be able to walk back in. Nautilus is off the map right now, so I could technically get ganked here. They lost 2v1, that's actually kind of sad. And I'm playing a little bit of a dangerous game leading with Q there. You kind of would always hold that against melees. I'm gonna see if I can rotate down for this though, just because I feel like they're gonna go for a dive. If Ivern ults here, I think we just auto-win. Ivern ult is so fast, dude. 420 MS. Oh, 348. That's so sad. Alright, well, there's no way we're actually... I'm going to TP here and play for the 3v5. We're all collapsing, so this should work. Rel just has to literally W here and it's a free kill. Alright, I'll take it. It's fine. I get Dark Seal stacks out of it. I don't know why we missed the Aurelia there, but... I'm ulting the fast push the wave because I need a recall, but I'm going to play for plate here just because it gives me Sork boots without going in debt. Get a little bit of first strike money as well on top of that. Alright, we pretty much hit critical mass. I am 4 kills. Crown means I don't do as much damage as I should, because if I go damage mythic, I get an extra 100-150 damage on every combo from Ludens or Liandry's, which is why I'm not doing as much damage towards that Nautilus. But the thing that Crown gives you in games like these is that it makes it harder for people to make a decision to engage on you. Because when you have this extra layer of protection, it makes them think twice, and against this team comp, it's kind of a necessity, unfortunately. I could have ulted to steal the Singed, but I'd rather just defend this mid tower so that she doesn't get first blood tower. That's fucking sad. And she should probably use her relic on the melee cannon at least. I have no clue where the Diana is right now. Pretty sure we win this as long as I kite towards my Ivern. Keep in mind, guys, I have Crown, so I just take 0 damage. On top of the Ivern shields. Let's see, I've blocked only 169 damage. Maybe I'm just capping. I just think they do 0 damage. Look at their items. They haven't completed anything at all yet. And then we have the double shield from Prismatic and the Ivern W. Or Ivern E, rather. And then Rel also disrupting their combo. It's really insane. I mean, based on draft, I thought we were going to lose this game, like, insanely hard, but... seems like it's a bit of a player diff. I'm going to recall close by just so that I can rotate if needed, but I need to reset and spend my money. Skill diffy, you're so right, Oscar Pine. We're going to buy Mejai's here. I think with an Ivern on the team, it's like, how do I ever die? Especially Flash. If I didn't have Flash, I don't think I would have bought the Mejai's. I probably would have won something like Rabadon's. Anyways, I think it's fine for me to stay mid. If they wanted to rotate Ezreal out of that lane, it would technically be fine to do. It just puts me in a side lane and I get fucked for the rest of the game, so... if you're ever in a situation where your bot lane needs to rotate into mid lane after they take bot tower, it's usually better just have the bot lane go top instead. If that landed, I actually could have killed her ult. She actually just gambled it, dude. That was such a gamble. That was a 50-50 whether she died immediately. If she had E or hopped the other way. I'm dead. Unlucky. I do get 4 Magi stacks out of this just because they die afterwards, but wow. That's painful. We can't land any skill shots on her. She's too fast. It's every time that you buy Mejai's is when you meet your maker. And it's pretty bad to lose the Magi stacks because I actually need 10 Magi stacks for the move speed buff, which helps me with maintaining range diff against a lot of these melee champs. Because they're basically quadruple melee. Yeah, it's the Mejai's hidden nerf. That's okay, I can Q over this wall here and probably get something. We don't have Ivern ult? Or am I just crazy? Where's my Ezreal at? Alright, I guess we just get fucked here. Unless... I'm actually dead to red buff, maybe. Yeah, I think we had Ivern ult. We're just too disjointed because we're on separate angles. Ivern's not actually getting any protection there. It's really awkward. We're gonna go Void Staff third since they're gonna complete Wit's End on 2 players coming up pretty soon. Theoretically, I could just go straight up Void Staff right now, but I just don't do any damage since I'm Crown. I don't have any pen besides boots. Yeah, I thought about TPing, but okay, I'm TPing now. That's a huge play for us, actually. Nice. Huge play. Well done. And we'll try to take top tower here so that we can progress game state. It's like getting kills is nice, but if you don't actually get anything on the map, it's like, okay. We're not making the game any easier. I should have recalled perhaps for the Mountain Drake, but I really, really want this money for my second rod. Ah, shit, it's a cannon wave too. Alright, good luck, guys. It's second dragon, who cares? I'm more valuable than all of you combined. They could technically stall, but 100% I should just be here when dragon spawns, because if I stand here and they walk into me, they just instantly die. So it's 100% my fault if we lose this. Nice, huge damage. Enemy team's really disjointed, so fighting like 2 versus 5 obviously going to be in our favor. Huge Diana ult. But Ezreal's just doing unlimited damage right now. Unless we get Kalista'd. I really thought... Yeah, just killing themselves, what the fuck? Alright, we gotta wait on my cooldown. We can play this as slow as we want. Alright, and we just take dragon here as well. Wait, what is she typing in chat? Report Aurelia, please. Sad. We are actually 10-2 with full Medjais and a completed Rabadons, so we're gonna have like 500 AP when we recall. But keep in mind, the only reason why that fight's even close is because we griefed, so technically speaking, the fact it was even playable for them in that situation is because of us being topside instead. Now, theoretically, my team could have compensated by slowing down, but it was definitely a favorable fight when they lead off with killing Aurelia. Do you always buy Medjais? No. I only buy Medjais when we're Giga Stomping and there's a huge gold lead. It just makes you snowball even harder. Now, it's a risky item, but when you're playing Crown Lux, it's a lot easier to stomach purchasing because you have another layer protection on top of Flash. But if I'm playing Ludens or Liandry's, I don't feel as good about going Medjais. Because it's just too easy to die in those scenarios. Alright. What a free kill. Of course you have Proto Belt, sad. I think he would have got hit by that too. Let's go Daisy. Yeah, Baron's not a bad call, but they do have Smite. I would rather take Inhibitor first and then do Baron afterwards, just because we auto-win teamfight, but... They have 3 death timers, so it's still technically a safe play to make. If Diana walks up, I just full combo and she's chunked out, provided I land anything. I think she might have actually stole it there. If I didn't land, that's Q. Oh no, my Medjai stacks. Aw, man. If I W'd first, I would have died anyways, so... I have TP here, so I could technically regroup if I need to. Ezreal's a wild champion with a new build? What's the new build? Kraken Essence? Damn. Yeah, this one with so much money in inventory just makes more sense for everybody to reset and then regroup afterwards. I'm gonna blue buff first, though. It's gonna take me 6 years to do. Now, fortunately, my ult cooldown's 33 seconds, so it doesn't really matter. But Dragon spawns in 136. If we are at 3 minutes, we can play for top so that we can pull their vision all topside. But right now, it's just better to go for mid lane or for bottom so that we are able to rotate to this dragon for soul point. I'd like to do bottom instead, because if we get bottom inhibitor, that means that when they have to do Baron, it's even harder. But if we go mid lane, of course, it's just a central position on the map. I'm a little scared because I don't see where their Nautilus or Kalista is yet, so... Every bush I check is an anomaly. We'll then CC on Kalista here. She still has cleanse, I think. fucking landed? I'm coming. Honestly, that Nautilus hook seemed a little bit out of the ordinary. But 5 death timers, we probably take mid inhibitor here. If I want to be like 100% positive, I could of course TP back with Baron Recall. Because I'm risking dying to Diana, which would falter our tempo for Chemtech. But we can just take we can take tower and then back up. We don't have to do the full thing. Although we technically just kill her here, so... If I was not tanking tower. If I ulted during CC, it's just a guaranteed kill, so that's a bit of a might be kind of thing. I have ult in 12, so it's pretty far out. And I will TP back, so... Wait, what the fuck? Ezreal got it? That's actually crazy. I'm pretty sure they have full vision here, because we just fought like 16 times in a row. Flash Q? No, we're good. Alright, now that we have bottom inhibitor, or sorry, mid inhibitor, we just go tier 2 top. And then we just back up into Baron. Because if we get vision around Baron, they can't really face check us because we have Lux with 700 AP. I think they probably do about 2.5k damage on a full combo if I land QER. Like, Illumination alone's 311 right now. It's kind of nutty. Spam ping your teammates so they forget that the jungle camps don't matter anymore. To me, comrades, ignore the mid lane push, it doesn't matter. If we push top, they have to match us because they will lose otherwise. It's whoever initiates a play first, because if they push mid first, then we have to follow, and then we waste a bunch of time. Alright, that's fine, it's free damage. Just keep pushing top. Alright, we're griefing a little bit because my team doesn't understand the concept of sieging. Oh shit, I just threw the game. Alright, GG. Wow, this Nautilus has fucking hooks for days. Oh my god, there's no fucking way this guy just said we have to siege mid lane. Yo, this is like the whole reason why games take 15 extra minutes is because people think mid lane's the only valid play. And then your teammates think they know better than you when you're literally the one player who's fucking like turbo stomping the entire game. Like, they just refuse to fucking walk through a lane when I ping it 15 million times. Like, we get it, you want to fight, why not just fucking do it in the lane instead of the jungle with, like, zero control? That shit pisses me off, man. Like, the amount of times I ping there and they still don't fucking fall through. I'm just doing DPS, it doesn't even matter at this point, I'm 24 seconds out. Looks like we auto-won this one. Dear Lord. It's a tilter. It makes me mad, man. It makes me so mad. GG. If you liked the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.